Hello, and welcome back to ASMR with Tom.
Mhm.
On today's relaxing journey to help you sleep, we are going to torture these other players by making their dreams go away. Welcome to another episode of the Consortium Interregnum. How's everybody feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm really feeling it.
It's okay.
Well, um, we've missed 2 weeks, I think. So it's been a little bit. Does
I
everybody remember
definitely
what
wasn't
happened?
obsessing over the game
I remember you gave
during
us.
the 2 week break.
I remember you gave us a free level up in between sessions
I did not, but that's a good try.
and 70,000 gold each.
I mean, if you want 70,000 gold pieces, I can give it to you. You're just not going to like what's going to happen afterwards.
What do you mean?
This is
No.
Hey, this is the IRA. I'm sorry, the IRS. The IRA.
The IRA is a very different.
Very different, my friend.
Yeah, it's because you stole it from the IRA.
And as everybody knows, you have to claim everything that you steal to the IRS.
Yeah.
And the IRA.
Wow, imagine
I
getting.
mean, I'm not a
double-
citizen. Why do I have to claim it?
Imagine
Huh?
getting double
I'm
teamed.
Well,
not a
because it's
citizen. Why do I have
income.
to claim it?
Imagine
It's
getting,
income.
Imagine getting double teamed by the IRS and the fucking.
I don't have
IRA
a social
at the same
security
time.
number. They don't know me.
Why would the IRS like? Never mind. I'm not gonna make the easy joke. I'm not gonna make the DP joke.
Look, all what I'm saying is that it's income, and so you're legally required to claim it.
Yeah, because the IRS is. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. I gotta do it. It's too easy. Let's move on. Move on before I make the
Now,
joke.
the funny thing is that if you steal $1 million and then you invest that $1 million over the course of the year in order to gain like a net profit, like if you just like buy like 6 months treasury bonds, which right now are like netting you like 4% a year, and then you give the money that you stole back, you don't actually need to pay taxes on the money that you stole because you give it back within 1 year. But it's like tax year, so if you steal it at the end of the year, you can't do it. So remember, everybody, steal everything January 1st in order to maximize the amount of time that you can give it back without needing to pay taxes on it.
That's pretty fun.
This is not tax advice. I'm not a licensed tax officer. Please talk to your individual. Anyway, back to where we were going. So yeah, you guys have been doing quite a bit, and you were told to be prepared for the fact that some news reporters want to come and interview you.
We be famous.
Yes, that is true. So, I guess we can just jump right into it. Unless, if is there anything you guys want to do beforehand? I will say you will have some time to talk with Charlemagne. He said that he'd prep you guys for the interview, so you wouldn't be going in completely blind.
Yeah.
But if there's anything that you wanted to get done before then, now's the time to tell me that you want to do it.
What time is the interview? Or
Why does
It's in the afternoon.
okay.
All right. What's the V coin price?
Good question.
So should we try? All right, fellas. Should we try a sympathetic air to us, or like we just be struggling working class folk, or
Sympathetic air? What are you talking about?
Like,
Dude.
oh, we're so poor and destitute, you should love us. You know, we're the
Like,
underdog.
we're just- we're just
we
the
don't have
average
any
Joe.
money.
No, I
Bubbles
was
doesn't
saying
pay
it more
us.
of the we're just the average Joe, just getting by. And
You should
Bubbles-
donate. You should donate to my GoFundMe as a struggling single mother who's broke as shit. Thank you.
Mom, can I have 100 gold? Oh, sure.
I don't know what happens whenever I give Basil gold. It goes somewhere. I don't know where. I think most of it is in crypto.
So the V coin for today is worth 1.2 shiny.
God damn it! Can you ever roll poorly on these fucking rolls?
That is poor.
It's not! It needs to be below 1!
Look, he's got a pretty solid high modifier because you guys haven't done the like kick like trying to fight him out of Nevermire. So really, it's you guys letting him do whatever he wants that's been keeping that modifier high.
We need... Speaking of which, guys, aren't we supposed to, try to find a different candidate for Nevermire? I thought that Count Mizufa would make a wonderful political ally.
Who?
I mean, that's definitely something that we can look into, but I thought Viscosity there already has like his dirty mitts all over the place.
Also, Kalamazoo was the former championship.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, sorry, I misheard you. You said Kalamazoo.
Yeah.
I mean, so he's a native of Ormos, so putting him on the
No, he's pretty he's not a very we and him share very similar political opinions.
What? They have what?
The government is just a made up thing. And obviously, whoever is best fit to lead should lead, obviously. It's not for everybody, but, a little bit of anarcho-communism can go a long way.
I'm sorry. He's a communist?
What?
What are you saying? You're saying that Kalamazoo is a communist?
I think I have a spell that might be able to help us through this interview.
No! What are you saying?
Oh, what spell?
It's the one I used on the ship, remember, where I was able to see the future a little bit, and then
yeah, it might give us some talking points of like not to talk about.
Yeah, he sees like what things we need to be quiet and hush hush about, or if we're gonna be thrown any weird questions. The uncomfortable ones that make people who are famous walk away in big huffy fits.
Or scream and yell.
Why are they gonna ask a question that they don't want the answer to? I mean, I'm just gonna be open with it. If that's not gonna cause us trouble, I'm just gonna be open.
Yeah, no, it's a good way to think about it. But I have learned many things while I've been in this plane, and that sometimes what you say can get you in trouble. I've learned this most of all from you, Blair. Thank you for all this knowledge you have taught me.
I have no idea what you've been talking about for the past 3 minutes. I'm so confused.
Good.
What are you even saying? Also, were you saying Kalamazoo is a communist?
I'm not going to address that with you.
But yes. But yes.
Okay, I think that would spice things up a little, Maybe add some communism to the mix. See how other people respond.
It's not the political opinion of everyone, It takes a certain mindset in realizing that everything is just sort of made up.
How much weed did you smoke when you went over to his house?
Oh, she had so much, but I only.
We cut back to Lunu. His eyes are completely red.
Suddenly, this makes far more sense.
You good, Lunu? Or have you ascended another plane of reality?
Who is to say?
You could say.
Basing off my political opinions based off of a recreational thing I like to do is not fair.
I mean, that's fair, Lunu. But you look like you look like the most relaxed person on the planet.
I looked like the most relaxed person on the planet before I was introduced to weed. Also, have you been to the Feywild? It's full of weed.
Yeah, they go crazy over there.
I've not actually.
You want to come sometime? I'll show you.
I don't know if it'll work anymore. It's ever been dead.
It's hard to
You don't know if you don't try.
Also, a paladin, probably.
I am.
Just-
It is a spell.
Yeah, that's a fucking
augury.
curse.
Am I able to use the spell augury, Tom?
Yes. Post it in again so that because I know it's a little bit complicated,
Yeah.
and I want to make sure that I don't mess it up.
Okay. All right.
Because it's very powerful in that I have to be completely honest, but also it's like just like what like there's only 3 options.
Yeah. A bad thing. A good thing. Or a bad and good thing.
If you post a spell, I can't see anything.
I'm trying.
Good luck.
I know. I am going to just. God damn it. Spell, please. Why can't? Because
It's okay. I looked up the spell.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Tom.
No, you're
My
good.
sheet's actually like not loading right now for some damn reason.
That is okay. No,
Is
I'm
Roll
gonna take a
20
look
acting
here.
up or something?
It's alright.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry.
So you can ask a question about a specific course of action. So it has to be an action that you're doing. So if you just say answering a question, that means like every single question that's theoretically going to be asked. So the more specific you are, the more likely I'm going to give you a yes or no. But if you're too broad, it'll be difficult. Now, it has to be within 30 minutes of you doing it. But the funny thing about this is that it's a ritual. So that means you've got 3 shots of casting it as a ritual. Yeah, 3 shots of casting it as a ritual. Beforehand. So that means you can ask 3 questions without using any spell slot.
Yeah.
You can cast rituals, right? Like as rituals.
Yeah. I have.
Yeah. So
Did you need a feat for that? I thought druids could just do it.
Oh yeah. No, but I did take the ritual caster feat so that I could, because there were some
get extra spells.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's so I could take identify and detect magic.
So decide amongst yourselves what you would like to ask the wheel.
Obviously, we should probably ask the wheel how everyone would react to Bubbles having a baby of a former dictator hostage. I'm assuming bad in a meta sense of it.
Is that something that we're gonna tell them about?
They might ask about it. We don't have to tell it.
Like, how would they find out about it though? Like, is that like open knowledge?
As far as you guys know, the only people that know are you and Bubbles.
Yeah.
And the people who Bubbles send it to.
Yeah.
Unless, like, Bubbles has some, like, fucking political allies that are underhanding it, I don't know if they'll come up in an interview. That level of information, like...
I mean, if they ask about a baby that Bubbles has, we mention her clone.
Yeah.
We'll just mention... Yeah, we'll just mention the clone. Seafoam.
Yeah, Seafoam, little baby Seafoam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the, one thing, I want to ask, letting Blair talk, is that a good or bad thing?
It's always a good thing. Obviously.
Is that the one you want to do for your first one?
Guys.
Ask the Bubbles the secret Bubbles information first, and then have the Blair one be a second one.
So wait, I'm.
So remember, I can tell you guys that there's a good option or a bad option or a good and bad option. So you have to phrase the question in a way that answer gives you something good.
Can we talk to Charlemagne a bit first? Can we get some insight as to, hey, you know politics, you know interviews and stuff. I've never been interviewed before.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of questions they're going to try and ask us?
Mm-hmm. Charlemagne comes in and he sits you guys down, and he says, "All right. So I sent in a little bit of blurb of information about every single one of you. So they kind of know who you are. Like, they know your name. You know, they know like roughly who you are. But you know, this is more about who you guys are. What are your goals? You know, the people of Ormos seen you around. They've seen the work that you've been doing. It's been generally well received, and people want to know the real you. So that's what they're probably going to be focusing on. The interviewer that we brought in is from a newspaper that is local to Ormos. So more than likely, they're definitely it's not going to be like a fluff piece, but it almost definitely won't be a hit piece. Like, they're not going to be out to get you. You know, they want Ormos to do well, and Bubbles doing well offers that benefit. So politically, this is a friendly newspaper. But at the same point, the reporters are out to make their career too. You know, don't tell them anything that could cause problems. Try and keep your answers short and sweet, and don't talk about religion.
No,
all right.
No religion.
It is a useless topic anyway, so albeit of the masses.
He says if they ask any questions about it, say that you all are excited to learn about the rich cultural history of religion in Aetherbathy.
Badge.
Because technically, you're all heathens.
Yeah.
Now, for most people, that's not a problem. But one of the council members is the Pope.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
So, basically, besides that, you guys are already pretty good about showing that you're useful and that you're doing well. It seems like the science directorate actually has been far more warmly treating us than in the past, and I think that's a direct result of your guys' choices. So really, all you need to do is just not mess it up by mentioning religion.
Okay. No religious talk. Got
Messing everything up by mentioning my true god. Interesting.
Yeah, no,
Well, I mean,
bring it up.
we do live like there are gods everywhere kind of thing. Like it's well known that you'd have a different deity, but
Don't show
at the
favoritism.
same point, don't like bring up the fact that you're maybe trying to like convert everybody. Just be like that you're excited to work with the church, and ideally, if they don't bring it up, just don't bring it up yourself.
Blair, I want you to look at me.
Yes?
If you
Yes.
mention your sea god in front of these people, it will make it harder for you and your son to live.
Why? Will they burn us at the stake because we're filthy heretics?
Yes.
Oh. Well, joke's on them. They're really the people who are wrong.
Charlemagne then asks,
That's an excellent
you guys
thing
don't
that he
have like
said.
any like skeletons in your closet, do you? Like anything that like we should know about. Now's the time to spill the beans.
Is any of that information accountable towards a court of law?
He looks over and says, no.
Like records from like let's say the.
Oh no, it's well known you used to be a pirate. You don't need to mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's well known, unfortunately.
What about that we stole?
Wait, how'd they find out? Oh, okay, yeah, you know what I talk
about. you walk around. I'm the pirates.
Literally, George.
How would they know?
George,
He's a pirate. How would they know I'm a pirate?
Gee, I wonder how.
My name's Gutless George. Have you heard of me? I used to be a famous pirate.
Okay,
so he mentions that they'll talk about the spiel that I sent them. I smooth over that stuff, so you probably won't be attacked over that.
Okay, so question: Will it be a problem that we stole those speeders after murdering a pirate leader?
I mean, he was a pirate, and like we did this honorably. I 1v1'd him.
You did 1v1.
Yeah, technically, you were told to do it by us anyway. So
it's true. Forget that then. What else have we done besides potentially upset the biodiversity of wherever we were?
What?
We did upset the biodiversity of. Wait, where did we find Basil? My brain burning so hard right now.
You just found him in the jungle.
Technically, that's actually worked out because we were supposed to kill. Anyway, we were supposed to get rid of him. Instead, we did it in a non-violent way. He gets to live. We have less cookies as a population now, but
he's solving diabetes by himself. What a good boy!
Yep. So
Mom,
we've actually helped the locals with a lot of their issues with giant monsters, like the T-Rex wielding guns.
This is true. So in that case, here's the real question, guys. How much? I'm not gonna say that.
I was gonna say the anchor. I was gonna say we also took care of the anchor guy.
We did also do that. You know what? Fine, guys. I will not bring up my completely correct and true religion, and are the one true God of the sea during this interview. Even though it would make it very easy to get the word out, I won't do it. I get it. There's a time and place for everything. That being said, I will be promoting my GoFundMe.
Fair enough. Get your bag.
I like the fact that you're basically like a monotheist in a world that's like littered with dead god bodies. Like it's like well established. And you're like, no. There's only one real one.
Oh yeah, the other ones are dead. They're just fake ass bitches. That's why they died, obviously.
Wait, what if your god's a ghost? What if your god's a ghost?
I just want to. Don't think about it too hard. I was going to say, I'm going to be real with you, Blair. I've never heard of anyone else but you worshipping that god.
Well, yeah, it's because I'm his chosen. We went over this already. He hasn't contacted mortals in, God, I don't even know how many years, but he saw potential in me, and so he decided to pick me as his emissary. After I found him, they're swimming way, way too far deep one night.
Is that a euphemism?
What am I, what?
Is that a euphemism?
No, I actually almost drowned as a triton. I went so far down in the bottom of the ocean. I went so far down that I feel like I went back up and reached the sky. Because down there was just a heavenly clouds. It was ridiculous. It was a place that was known as the Garden of Eden.
You are not hallucinating.
I mean, I could have been, but then I woke up the next morning, completely safe on a beach holding this really weird spear. And that was my hex weapon. And then I was able to speak with my patron, which is him.
There are plenty of creatures down below that are filled with neurotoxin that could cause you to hallucinate. And you know what?
I don't think they would give you magical powers, Lunu.
I got magical powers and a physical spear. I don't know how. That's harder for neurotoxin to pull off, Lunu.
You could have just woke up next to a spear. It happens. We live an adventure life.
When did you wake up next to a spear?
Lunu
You hear
was
Bubble-
technically- Okay.
You hear Bubbles call from the other room. I sleep next to a spear, so every morning.
Okay,
What?
not counting Bubbles.
Look, one, Lunu probably learned his magic. Second, Bubbles has issues and probably trust issues. So let's not.
Bubbles says yes.
Just yes.
Represent trust issues.
I mean, trust issues or no, that's just good strategy. I sleep next to mine.
Maybe I should
That's
sleep
fair.
with my spear under my pillow.
I don't know. I think it'd be a hazard if I sleep with my gun.
It's not.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
kinda
shoot
dangerous.
yourself open.
It's fair. Anyway, anyone has any emotional baggage?
I know my dad's kind of a dick, but
Wait, really? Daddy issues? Question mark.
I don't know if it's daddy issues, but like, I don't know. I just want to be useful, and he's just like, "Oh, get out of here," and it's like, whatever.
Girl, if you ever want to talk about it, I'm here for you.
Well, thanks, I appreciate that.
It could be worse. It could be worse. Luckily, like, you don't have any like ex-crewmates out to get you. They're long dead.
Neither do you. All of your crewmates are like dust.
Yeah, no, unless they had like ancestors or something, and they have like a grudge with me. But who would have that? Who would be
They thought you
that
were
petty?
dead. They
Who
would-
would be that petty for someone's ancestor to be mad at me?
Also, why would they be mad at you? You were dead.
Yeah, no, they killed me.
You zoom in on a nearby bell tower. There's a guy sitting there, moving the dials on his sniper. Looks through at the window. You kind of move off to the side. He's like, "Darn it, still not a good shot."
Oh no.
Oh, I can't wait for this to develop and to somehow develop into an actual plot point. Except not.
It was
Yeah.
like your previous
And/or
lover or
it's
something.
just constant. There's always a sniper specifically hunting you, and he just never has a good shot.
God.
What if it was like your ex brother-in-law or something?
I like to imagine, like, literally, he's about to get shot or something. And then just a bunch of, like, it's the orphan parade today! Or just
Yeah.
like, oh, look at all these orphans. I'm just going
Yeah,
to
yeah, it's
stand
exactly
here and watch
that.
the parade.
He like picks one up, puts him on his shoulder, and is like, "Come on, we'll go walk down through the town."
Oh
I
no.
love helping orphans.
Yeah, that's exactly the bit I was trying to do.
Oh no.
I can't wait for this possible NPC who's the greatest. Unless I have like buried gold, but I wouldn't remember that.
Wait, could you please remember that? Well, we could always use more money.
Do you think I would remember where I put buried treasure?
Yes.
I can
You're a
barely
pirate.
remember.
That's
I
literally
can
one of the
barely
only
remember
things-
my past.
That's literally one of the only things you're required to remember as a pirate.
Well, you know, I got what's the term, Lunu? You keep making fun of me with
I don't-
Boomer?
the old man disease.
Yeah, boomer.
That is a new word that I have not heard, but I will call him this. I do not know why.
Please don't.
Your voice is not very booming, so I will say you are not a boomer.
Okay.
Wait, I have a question. If you don't have any buried treasure, do you have an offshore bank account, perhaps?
You think I would also remember that? I wish I had an offshore bank account.
That's like the best bank account for a pirate. It's nice. It's naturally out at sea.
George, I do not know if you would actually use the bank.
If you did have a bank
It's
account
true.
from days gone past, it would have a ridiculous amount of interest accrued.
Oh my god, you could be right. Wait, no, I was also a criminal back in the day.
You could have had one. Maybe this is like the secret treasure to end all treasures.
It sounds
We'll
like
get-
you'd steal from banks rather than, you know.
Yeah, rob them.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
also
basically are robbing them by getting free
rather
interest.
than actually use a bank than rob from bank. Or other way around. I apologize.
I mean, look, we can investigate my past if we ever get the chance, but
Your possible bank account.
or
this is
buried
what-
treasure.
It
You
could
know,
be
you
like-
never. Wait, my
Wait,
crew would have. Wait,
do you know what we'll
my
call
crew
the
killed me for stealing gold from them. I could have got it from them.
They probably stole everything while you were dead.
But the one thing they wouldn't have been able to steal would have been something in an offshore bank account.
Ooh.
And thus, we will dub this hypothetical treasure the two-piece. The treasure to end all treasure that could technically exist. And an undisclosed offshore bank account.
I
It's the
can't
friends
wait
you made along the way.
No, fuck that! It's money!
I can't
Oh,
believe when
God.
Blair
It
dies.
really matters!
Blair's dying, covered in bullet wounds and stab wounds. The villain's facing them down, and Blair screams, "The two-piece is real!" And then she dies, suffering all the coward wounds. Anyway,
That's the real way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so
personally,
the
You
plan
guys
is...
have got your 3 questions.
Wait, was that 3 questions?
No. You guys got 3 questions.
Yes.
Trying to bring us back to now progress the story. Great
I'm sorry,
role play.
we're talking
Loving
to
it.
A magic wheel right now, you were saying? It's been...
Huh?
We were talking to a magic wheel, you were saying?
Well, there's options. If the option can come up, wheel, woe, or wheel and woe. Now, the flavor of that is entirely up to Connor. I forget what he said last time.
So, I guess one of my questions would be,
Where's the offshore bank account?
Well, remember, you the only answer it's going to give you is you say, if I do this,
yeah.
what will happen? And there are 3 possible answers: good stuff, bad stuff, or both.
If we say too
And so if your question's really vague, I'm going to have to say both.
The way
I'm
you
gonna
said both
say
is
if we
both
say
things.
too much about ourselves, like personal life wise, and our accomplishments or what our goals are, will that look bad on what we're trying to accomplish?
So the way that you would have to phrase it is sharing as much about ourselves a good or bad thing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And are you talking like specifically about your personality or like things that you've done as a group? Like I don't want to make it be like so innate.
Backstory specific.
Well, my backstory would be terrible.
Yeah, it comes up good or bad, both. You get the feeling that it varies. There definitely is a lot of good there, but there's also some bad that you might want to not mention.
Very bad. We also can't give Basil's backstory. That would be a disaster too.
Why is Basil here?
So he's here. So Connor, do you want to specify maybe like one person? That would probably get a better answer.
I go with Blair.
It comes up pretty bad.
Okay.
That you get the feeling that Blair's backstory would have negative implications the more it comes out about it.
You know what this would literally be? It would be that one episode of Konosuba where Aqua goes to the town that worships her, trying to say that she's their goddess, and then everyone just thinks she's a heretic and tries to burn her at the stake. This is like exactly what would happen.
All right, question number 2.
I shall especially not tell them about the truth.
You can ask the same question about another person if you want, or a completely different question.
You could ask something, I don't know. You could ask, will Basil behave himself?
Well, remember, you have to ask about an action that someone is doing. So you can't ask, will Basil do something? You have to ask, if Basil does this, is that good or bad?
Is bringing Basil here a good or bad idea?
You get wheel. Good results.
Kids. People love kids.
Right.
In a lot of ways, he's a success story for you guys.
This is true.
We found a dragon who was not where.
Young and misguided, and we taught him good
to not
things.
Do bad things.
Not bad. Good, not bad.
And now I'm a single mother. Please donate to my GoFundMe, Patreon, and
remember how it said it was bad if you say too much about yourself?
Oh no, just my backstory. Don't worry, I'm not giving my backstory. I'm just giving my my shill socials.
Joe, I feel like already I don't need to ask the wheel if revealing about him is going to be good or bad, because I feel like Joe is a redemption story of some sort. And trying to turn over a new leaf and be a good person.
He's been incredibly good.
And my story is quite, not, how do I put this?
Wait, Luna, you can use this opportunity to ask for your dad, just to ask if anyone knows your dad or seen somebody who's looked like you, right?
I will do that later.
We might as well do it on camera.
I would definitely ask on camera. It doesn't seem like it would actually go bad.
Yeah, worst case scenario, people just think you're weird. Best case scenario, you find your dad. It's a pretty good trade.
Yeah. My other question.
This is your last one.
Out of character.
You can technically get more if you want to use the spell slot, but
I mean, I was gonna ask, like, hey, what if Lunu's dad appears in the audience? Wouldn't that be crazy? It'd be like, oh my gosh.
Charlemagne looks at you guys and says, "This is an interview for a newspaper." They're just going to show up and ask you questions and write them down.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was like an audience thing.
He says no.
We're not going on Sea Oprah.
Nope, not see Oprah.
I was going to
Darn.
say,
Would it be Orcra? So it's like an orca opera?
That is true. Maybe, what about a sea Dr. Phil?
Oh no. Don't send me to the sea ranch, please, Dr. Phil.
I was going
It's
to
sea
say,
Dr.
talking about, I apologize, I was gonna say out of character. Shall we ask if revealing, our good friend, oh my god, how am I forgetting your name? Fucking
Which one?
Cinna backstory stuff, is that going to be bad to talk about?
Oh, don't ask that. Nothing bad is in my backstory. I don't think I've done anything that's like terrible.
You've done nothing terrible besides murder that pirate captain in cold blood. I'm joking.
No,
that feels like I should ask more anyway.
No, it's gonna be fine. Oh, it's gonna be fine. We have just ask one more question. Ask something hilarious. Just ask something fun. You might as well, because we already basically know what's gonna happen. If I reveal the truth about this world and its deities, I will be burned at the stake. If Basil comes with us, only good things can happen because he's amazing. And who else? And then just ask something else. Just ask something off the wall.
If we bring up Bubbles' dragon child, is that a good or bad thing?
I can already tell it would be a bad thing for the...
That would be a disaster.
Yeah, no, that's a disaster. If anyone found out about
I don't know. Maybe he's onto some. Maybe that's how you get out of this cycle. Is you just be brutally honest.
Well, let's ask the guy, I guess. That's
I'll
really
ask
that is
it.
not
It's my last question. Fuck it.
You use it?
Yeah,
On that?
use it. Yep, I use it on that.
Okay. Don't hate me, guys. It's wheel and woe. There's some solid good things that probably would happen, and there's some major risk on the downside.
Oh,
yeah,
but that's not to say that it would be fully a bad thing. It would probably cause some response.
That is not a good thing.
That's the most ominous way you could have possibly worded that.
It is too ominous.
It will elicit a response. Yep, that sounds like a me kind of outcome. Pure and neutral.
Let's see,
As
damn.
fickle as the tides.
Alright, is that it?
Yep, that's all I have time to do.
Yep, you guys have got 5 minutes before they walk in.
All right. I got my suit on. I'm ready to go.
Wait, does Basil have his
George
suit on, including his dragon top hat?
Huh?
Does Basil have his suit on, including his dragon top hat? I still have his clothes in my inventory.
No, he just got back from school a little bit ago, so he's dressed in his school uniform.
I still give him the top hat that I have in my bag.
Yeah, you can give him that. He doesn't have enough time to change.
Okay. I just need help with one thing. I bought this weird thing recently. George reveals, along with his fancy new getup, a powdered wig.
Oh, nice.
I need help putting this on.
Blair is like visibly cringing.
This horseshoe crap on. Help me put this weird
I'm extremely excited by this powder.
Blair is just like, what the fuck?
Blair, because you are most likely to be the downfall of us according to my predictions, I give you this.
A powdered wig.
No, Lunu does a little magical tap and cast guidance on them right before we go on.
I thought you were about to cast silence on me.
Oh,
I thought you were about to completely.
How much HP does Blair have? And I can try to see if I do a max level sleep.
No! I'm just not. We already went over the plan. I'm just not going to tell them about the truth. I can't lie. I do it all the time.
Oh yeah, it's this kind of wig, by the way.
It's a nice
You're
wig.
lucky I do not have silence.
Yes, I am. It would be super effective.
But I do have hold the person.
No. Trust me. Basil will hold me harder. That sounds weird. Okay, forget that. Look, I'm sure he will be able to break me out. Wait, how does hold person work? It doesn't just keep you in place, right?
Yeah, it's lit.
She got stung by the deadly pufferfish. So sad. No,
What do you mean poison? Remember when I kissed that frog and took no damage?
You died.
You took damage the second time.
No, I took damage the second time. That means I'm half resistant to poison. Definitely.
I think it was a fluke. But
All right.
I cast guidance on you before we go out, so that
to set the scene, Charlemagne leaves you. You guys are now back. You guys return back to your home because that's where they are going to meet you. They're going to meet you at your guys' abode. So we've got the picture now for kind of what the little entry area for your house looks like.
I can really like this.
So you hear a knock at the door.
It's like an underwater greenhouse. Oh,
All right.
I'll answer it. I answer the door.
Standing on the other side, there are two people. They appear to be dressed in what you would assume to be reporters. One of them is a tall, middle-aged man. He'd be even taller, but he's kind of hunched over. It looks like he kind of has bad posture, as if he's worked his entire life at a desk and has been hunched over and writing. His eyes look tired. He brought with him what appears to be a notepad, a small bag, and a cup of coffee. It's in a little mug. Next to him is a younger woman. She's got almost like fire in her eyes. She looks excited, rearing to go, beaming, looking around, and the older man says, "Hello, is this the headquarters of the Friend of Bubbles?"
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Welcome to our abode. Would you like a good berry? I have casted good berry and have a bowl of them.
They each walk over and take one, and they eat it. They thank you for your hospitality, and they ask where you would like to set up for the interview.
We could go if you feel comfortable on couch. We do have a small little kitchen area in the blue room.
He says, "Yeah, that'll work." And so he sits down and he sets up. The girl starts kind of pacing around the room. She doesn't sit down.
What race did you were again? Sorry.
Huh?
What race did you say they were again?
So I didn't, but that's a good question because I should have said it. So they're both Simic hybrids. They're both humanoid Simic hybrids. They're not like elves or anything like that. The middle-aged man kind of looks like he's got the same like flat membrane that Bubbles has, but he's got on his like he's kind of got like shaggy hair, and it kind of looks like he's got like two little dog ears that kind of come down. They're like one of like the droopy ones. Um, and then the girl has got lionfish spines coming from like the top of her head all the way down her back. She also has the skin membrane.
Oh, girl, cute! I love what you did with your hair and your spines.
She says, "Thank you. It's always important to look presentable when on a job." And her eyes are kind of like darting around, like she's taking in everything that she sees.
Well, that's for sure.
She's getting a good look at all this used furniture.
Yeah.
I'd like to do an insight on them.
Yeah. You want to do you can do one roll for each.
For each of us.
No. On each of them. So do give me 2 insights. Someone can assist you if you would like.
I'd like to help out.
All right.
Yeah.
I nudge. Cinna is like, what do you think that they are exactly looking at? Whispering. If you're helping me.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
advantage.
Yep. So 23.
Yeah.
Which one was this one for?
This was for the girl.
All right, and do another one for the man.
Man, thank goodness you got assistance.
All right. Still getting help from Cinna.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh,
25.
Nice. It seems like she's trying to get any dirt on like how we live. If there's like any secrets in like what we have laying around or anything.
So you get the feeling that the archetype that we're going with here is we have the old veteran reporter. Oh, hold up a second, guys. Give me.
Oh shit, Tom died. This is it. This is the episode where it happens.
Yeah.
This
The episode where the singularity
Apologize.
occurs.
Somebody is like revving their car outside my window. It sounds like a motorboat. I wasn't sure if it was getting picked up on the stream, but I wasn't going to be able to do it with all that noise.
Not. Good news.
Oh,
Okay. That's good. So back to where we were going. So you're basically dealing with the archetype here of you have the old grizzled reporter who's seen it all, isn't impressed, and kind of tired. And then you have the young reporter looking to prove themselves and is like desperately looking for a story and is willing to put in all of the work and effort in order to get it.
So what they did with Trigun Stampede. Anyway,
Look, I never said I was original. I just want to be unoriginal in a new way.
hey, same.
Based and balanced.
And balance.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the pretty standard thing that you're gonna do. You can get the feeling that the girls' questions are probably going to be a little bit more aggressive, trying to find a story that may or may not be there. And the old guy is going to probably be able to like see through everything that you try and do, but is probably not going to go on the offensive super hard.
I go over to Blair. Say as
I really like this. This woman is great. I want to answer all her questions.
I nudge them. Yeah. And give them a threatening look. And then
Yeah,
immediately
right,
go
isn't
back
it
into
great?
hospitality mode.
So
Blair,
the old man who's sat down, he takes a long sip of his coffee. And he turns to you and he says, "Well, first off, we were given a little bit of your bio here," and he flips through a couple of pages of his notebook. I just want to go over them with you really quick, make sure that they're accurate, and give you guys the ability to make any modifications before we publish them. I'm just going to paraphrase here, so don't worry about the exact recording, like wording of it. He points to the small dragon child, and he says, "Your name is Basil. You currently are undergoing education in the core in order to become a functioning member of society. You were found in the wilds of Ormos, of unknown reason why you were there, and rescued by this party. It says here that you like cookies and that you think that Ormos should be a place where we can all live no matter our background." And he looks up at the rest of you. Do any of you have any comments? Basil just nods.
Yes, actually. First, I would like to make a small correction. His full name is actually Basil Claw Audina.
He looks down and he says, "Oh, I've got Basil Bubbles' friend listed here."
Boy, you're like,
Bubbles' friend
looks
is
back their
just
party.
simply
Her
Bubbles' friend.
face obscured. Her face obscured by absolute darkness. Which one of you fucking put this on his thing?
So this information was submitted by Charlemagne.
Okay, let me update that because we had that changed.
Bubbles' friends of Bubbles is our group name.
Yes, it must have gotten.
He is a boy adopted by Blair here. So it was, it made the most sense. Unfortunately, our agent isn't involved a lot with our boy. He's here education, so he only knows that he sometimes accompanies us on what we have to do for
Yeah.
Ormos.
He crosses it out and he says, "I'm assuming that you just haven't finalized the paperwork for that yet, then?"
Yes, he is adopted. We've been very busy.
Yes, it should be.
He takes another long sip of his coffee, flips to another page.
Blair is like furiously, silently cursing.
He turns to Cinna, and he says, "So I have here that you are a warrior of justice. That you've come to Aethervathy to challenge and test yourself, and that you have been training with the Ormos military in your spare time, and that you seek strength and strong opponents in an honorable way."
Yeah, that seems about right. I'm just here to see how far I can go and be as helpful as I can.
He like makes a little note and says, "Okay." He flips the page again. This time he turns to Blair. And he says, "I'm going to add on here that you are a new mother. That wasn't in here originally. But it says here that you see protecting the oceans as a spiritual pursuit, that you seek to ensure that the oceans do not fall out of balance, and that you've come to Aethervathy because what happens here could throw the oceans out of out of balance, and you're seeking those who will join you in making the ocean a safe place to live.
Right, and it's really a mission in all senses in a way, because all of Aethervathi here is in a very particular position when it comes to the seas. So the state of their lands and the state of their affairs has a profound effect on all of the seas of the surrounding nations as well. And so I feel like by helping to bring balance to everything going on here, it can also help to bring balance to the oceans, keep them free and open for trade and travel for everybody, and just allow things to hopefully get better, after the Gold God fiasco, amongst other things,
He writes down a couple more notes, a little bit more than he did for Cinna. Flips the page.
Okay.
So he turns.
Everyone winks like, did it.
Yeah.
This could be good or bad. I look at Luna. This could be good or bad. Let's be real. What she said sounded positive, but you never know how the fingers spit it.
While you guys are whispering to each other, he turns to Lunu, and he says, "I have on here that what drew you to Ormos was searching for a relative who has the last known location was here, and that you are seeking him diligently to find out more about yourself. Is that an accurate statement?"
That is an accurate statement. I have been a little distracted, mostly due to all of the work we have been doing, but it is still very much something I wish to accomplish while I am here.
He takes down a couple of notes, and then he says, "If you would like, I can take down your description and add it to the article, and see if anybody answers. Do you have any descriptive information about who this individual is?"
Maybe if do you have a camera or something to take a picture with?
He says, do you have like a picture of him that you want me to take a picture of?
I do not have a picture of him. I don't know. The man is my father, and I wanted to meet him. However, I wasn't, I have not been able to find him. So he would probably have antlers like me.
He says, well, that does narrow it down, but unfortunately...
Lunu, despite wearing the tux, by the way, I just wanted to mention, it's a fancy suit, still wearing shorts, and the kicks. He looks like a kid going to prom in Doctor Who, thrown together right now, but still has his hood over him. He takes off the hood. Lunu looks wise. Has sort of dark olive skin, with blue markings, all over his body. His skin is sort of like olive, but with a purple sheen, if you will. And he has giant blue eyes that look almost galaxy print-esque, if you will. And he's got a big mop of white hair, with two antlers sticking out.
So they pull out a camera out of his little bag that he has, He snaps a couple pictures of you, takes down a couple of notes, and says, "We won't publish your picture, but we'll ask people to send in pictures of themselves, and if anything seems like it would match, we'll send them your way."
That is very kind of you. Thank you.
Last, he turns to George.
Oh boy.
And he highs or lows.
Should
This feels like
Should we
the
go-
John Mulaney. I get nervous on airplanes.
Oh, but should we get much higher? So high?
So high.
You gonna go for highs?
What did high let us down before?
Except all those times. High is
I
Yeah.
think high in general has been better for us.
Well, since you've picked high, he goes in and he says, "It says here that in a past life you were a famous pirate. I didn't know who you were before this, but I did look you up. That's what the role was for, was whether or not he knew you already."
Oh, so my memory's a bit rusty, but if I may ask, what did they say about me?
He says, "I mean normal pirate stuff, but in this little blurb here that we have, it says after being divinely resurrected at the bottom of the ocean, you've dedicated your life to undoing the wrongs of your past and living a righteous life. Would you say that's been your goal?"
I would say, yeah. Just try to, like, if I ever go out again, I just want to leave the world in a better place, than it already was.
He says, "In your opinion, how well have you been doing at that?"
I mean, you've heard the stories. We faced many perils, and including
He
stopping
says,
one potential
yeah,
pirate.
yeah. But like, do you feel like you're making progress on yourself?
You know what? I would say, yeah. I wouldn't die. I would
George,
if I were to.
George just has like a wide stare.
If I were to keel over again, I'd probably be fine with myself.
He takes a couple of notes and he says, "Thank you. Next, we have my protege here, who would like to ask you some questions. And
If you don't mind me asking.
huh?
What are your two's names, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh yeah, hold on. Give me a second. I
Or
have the
it's
names
really
written
about
down.
not to ask you before.
Yeah, give me a second.
Sorry, one of the cats wanted to leave.
Mm-hmm. So he says, "I am," and he hands out a business card, and it's B period Nile. And then she hands you a business card as well, and it's W period Nile. So they both have the same surname.
You like brother or sister?
Uh,
Are you related?
the girl looks kind of mad at that accusation because their age difference is definitely very large. He says, "Oh no, she's my niece."
Okay.
Don't worry, our friend is older here. It's hard. His vision's been going. He has no eyes.
The night faces will take me soon.
He's also age is a relative thing for him because he is a skeleton.
I mean,
but he can.
So she sits down. She pulls out her notebook, and it looks like she's been actually making quite a few notes in there while this whole thing was going on. And she looks to all of you and says, "Tell me, in your opinion, what does either Vathy look like with Bubbles as queen?"
Oof.
A safe place. In
She
honor.
takes notes.
Blair.
She looks around to the rest of you for answers.
I mean, yeah, I gotta agree with
Yeah.
Lunu here. I feel like she's got a lot of power in her, and I feel like she's got the ability to protect Ormos and Aether Valley as a whole from any dangers that could come towards it. And I put my
Yeah.
trust in her.
You know, she looks like the girl who would go out of her way to do anything to keep any place safe.
What role do you see yourselves
Oh
as
wait!
having?
I didn't get to answer.
Oh,
What do you? Do you, Stephen?
I would like to answer this question.
yeah. You can. She started to go in, but then you were like, "Oh no, I've got an answer." She stopped. She looks up to you.
After, also for context, after she started asking us this question, Blair just started grinning. But in a way that's like,
boy.
oh, I am going to enjoy this. This one is a worthy challenger. That is what she's thinking in her head. That's the kind of
Okay, so how do you answer the question?
Yeah.
I'd like to prepare
No.
a 4th level guiding bolt, please.
I like to fireball the room.
Bubbles certainly has the power and the will to be queen and to bring prosperity to the realm. She is not afraid of making tough choices if it means the betterment of the country. And I feel like whatever her will is when it comes to how she wants this country to be led, I think it will be a wise choice.
She takes some notes.
And I want to also point out of character, I say this specifically those words, in case we end up using her will to endorse a different candidate. Because if that is her will for it to be led by someone else, that's the person
I cast guiding bolt at 3rd level, please.
I'm telling you why I'm saying what I'm saying.
No. It's a fair thing. It's out of
So it
character.
still leaves us options open, because if she
Out of
we end
character.
up going with a different shot or different path or endorsing somebody else for the ultimate throne using her will, then either way, we're still fine. This
We
isn't
can
contradictory.
tolerate this situation, Con, if things go south.
Exactly.
So she takes some notes.
Lunu puts the hood back on because he is sweating.
Sweating without the hood on.
You're sweating more because it's stuffy in here.
It's been
He was sweating from Blair's answer, just waiting to see if she would fuck the whole thing up.
No, that's what the shorts are for. They're comfy and easy to wear, so, you know.
Oh, I thought that you were saying the shorts were there for when you're done shitting your pants after waiting for Blair to finish her answer.
That's what the diaper is for.
Wait, you don't use dimension door for your shit?
Oh no!
You do realize that's a very short range to be sending it.
Hey, 500 feet's long enough. It's like a football field plus extra away.
It's like I don't know what happened to it, but it's not my problem.
I just think of a place.
Oh my god.
Blair.
Okay, sorry, what was your next question?
Why always in front of my room?
Yeah.
Miss
Alright,
W. Nile. Is your name what I'm sorry, can I call you W or whatever your actual name is? Is it Wanda perhaps, or a different W name?
She says no, it's you can call me Niall.
Oh, okay. Sure.
She's in like professional mode.
Fine.
You get the feeling that that's like it wasn't meant to be like as an insult, but as like we're doing business here. Use my surname.
Blair understands completely, and Reddy is like, all right, that's true. We are still locked in combat.
We are not. We are having an enjoyable little snack.
I've
and
already
getting
rolled initiative.
What the fuck?
Social combat, time to pull up the clocks. Anyway,
Time to pull out the Glocks.
the clocks, not the Glocks.
I don't know. I think Glocks are pretty good for social combat. Anyways, continue. What was your next question, Miss Nile?
Sorry, I lost my place. So next she asked, what role do you see you guys playing once Bubbles is on the throne?
That's actually a really good question above table. Do you guys have any ideas?
I mean, I'm a nomad of sorts, so I feel like I won't be here permanently, but I feel like once I've made a friend, I want to keep that friendship going. And if the need arises for me to come back, I will.
This is an interesting question. Is I originally my plan was to only stay until I found my father, but I have come to love this country, and uh,
I come to love this country,
I've
its
come,
people.
no, I've come to love this place, and I think the people here are very good. I wish Ormos and the rest of Averati the best, so I will probably stay around if I am needed. And I have had no other leads on my father other than him being here, so I will most likely stay and help when I am needed.
She says, so would that be like in a government position or at like an advisory role?
Either or, like I said, wherever I am needed.
She takes some notes down. She looks a little bit upset at the answer, but you get the feeling, especially considering your insight before, that that's a good thing.
Yep.
From both you and Cinna. You guys don't have to all answer all of the questions, so don't feel like you have to. But did either of the other two want to give an answer?
Well, don't worry, I definitely will. But do you want to go first, George?
Let's have Cinna go.
No, I
Cinna
already won.
Yeah.
I feel like once what's needed to be done, I feel like this country would be in the best of hands. Whoever it may be. So I'd probably be on my way.
Okay.
I always knew you'd be a traitor, George.
Would the mom of Basil like to go?
The Mama
I'm
Basil,
a traveling soul.
Mama Basil would love to go. Well, when I first came to Aethervathi, it was also kind of as a nomad in a way. However, now I seem to have set down quite a bit of roots here. I now have a son as a single mother. I'm helping his education, making sure he learns the ways of the world, and growing up into a fine, responsible adult. And it's been an incredible experience for me, and thus I think I'm fine actually kind of settling down here for at least the foreseeable future. I think there's a lot of good I could do here too for my own personal, wants to help the ocean and make sure everything is, just progresses well with it and everything stays, the ocean stays not like safe and clean and, at the proper balance. So I think I could do a lot of good here after Bubbles is on the throne and decides how they want to rule the nation.
She takes down some more notes, and she flips a notebook to the next page, and she says, "I have some questions about some of your achievements. Most recently, you were reported to have fought a Tyrannosaurus that was utilizing, she like squints a little bit just in order to make sure she's reading it right, firearms. Do you all have any idea why such a creature was showing up at all?
I'm just as confused as you are, considering it does far more damage with its tail than with firearms. Trust me.
Honestly, I thought it was just a
Roll
local fauna.
roll me a bluff check.
I thought it was just a local
no,
fauna.
in that scenario, that is true because Blair got fucking
It's
impaled.
That wasn't a lie.
mostly
That
a
was
lie.
100%.
But I will say, with Austin's assistance, you can roll at advantage.
I'm still dumbfounded by why he thought firearms were even more powerful than guns. That was 100%.
Also, this is your
everybody
first.
agrees it's a stupid idea.
This is also.
That's not what she asked you.
Yeah. This is also.
So roll me the bluff, but because of Austin's, I just assumed that was normal. To roll at advantage.
Also, you have my guidance.
Oh boy.
What the fuck? Wait, don't I have my blessed by the gods bullshit? Hold up.
Yeah, you do. And you have guidance.
Guidance, yeah.
What does this do again?
Guidance gives you a D4 to add to
Wait,
the
this is
roll.
not a saving throw
Right,
or
so
an
that's
attack
only if you fail. So let's find out if you fail or not.
Okay.
Guidance, I think you can do after you find out if you fail too, right? Or do you have to choose beforehand?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Well, no. Is guidance something that you have to announce before or after you know it's a success?
I cast it on them. I believe it is.
Well, I think he needs to want. I think he
it's
needs to use. If he
before-
wants to use it, it's before.
Or it's before or after.
It's before or after.
Yeah, it doesn't say when. It's been decided a fail or success.
All right, let me take a look here, because I think you are right. Oh yeah, specifically. Okay, perfect. All right, so
We also just give me like literally 1 second. I gotta go grab some food from my door. Like just 1 second. 1 second.
You want me to roll that
Yes.
guidance since it's my spell?
Well, no, because you find out if you fail or succeed first. So I'll wait for you to get back, because if you found out that you succeeded, there'd be no point in doing it afterwards. In fact, if given the option between the two, you should almost always find out if you succeed or not before choosing to use it.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Like, unless you had like another ability that you wanted to use beforehand, and you wanted to see if the guidance roll was going to be good before you used it, that could be a reason for it. But yeah, how's everybody feeling?
Good.
Are you guys liking
What happened? I said to give me a second because I was gone. But what happened?
Nothing. We were. I have not progressed since you left.
Okay, sorry. I thought you guys were saying specifically stuff that was going. Anyway, okay. So what is going on then?
So it seems like she believes you.
Oh, perfect.
She takes down notes.
Like, yeah, no, that's fucking dumb as fuck, too.
Mhm.
It is stupid. I like that tail almost killed me. T-Rexes with firearms, that's diminishing returns if I've ever seen them.
Ooh,
Its
think of the
arms
children.
are not even large enough to do anything with it.
I personally think
She
that I'm someone who can handle myself in the woods, but I didn't expect anything like that.
There was recently stolen dinosaur eggs from a local warehouse. Have you guys been involved with that investigation at all?
Stolen what?
Stolen dinosaur eggs.
Who stole dinosaur eggs?
It was in one of the newspapers.
No, I know.
I have not.
Also, one of the player characters has a little bit more information.
Oh yeah, it's true. Don't say anything.
So the not lying answer is just no. It's a terrible situation, but we're not involved in that investigation.
Yeah, that's a terrible situation, but
Unless you guys wanted to lie and say we're on it, we're gonna catch them.
Actually, Lunu has no
Or
idea.
you can make it a
about
point to be like, oh yes, we want to hunt those people down.
Yeah,
And then tell the truth.
Do that because Austin has information. We could actually track them down.
Get it. I could look into that.
Yeah, if you guys huddle up for a second.
Yeah, no.
What are you gonna say? You gonna say no?
It's
I mean-
like this is the first time it has been brought to my attention.
It was in one of the newspapers.
It was one of the newspapers.
Yeah.
We
It
all know
was
this.
in the newspaper. I did not pay attention to that article. There were a lot.
We
of
had other
things.
priorities.
We had other priorities at the time. It is something that has been on our radar, and we do plan to address it at some time. But we have had our priorities in other areas.
Is that the answer you guys give?
Yeah. We have,
I'd agree with that.
We would like to return nature to its bounds well, I guess these are just dinosaur eggs in the museum. But we would like to solve it if we were able to. These are historical artifacts from who knows how long ago, so returning them to their proper place is probably for the best. So
I don't think they're artifacts. I think they're
Yeah,
just
she
like
takes
eggs.
she takes some notes.
Are these
Question
actual
artifacts.
wait, did you say these? You said they were from a museum, right?
No, they were stolen from a warehouse.
yeah.
Oh,
They're like
they're
dinosaur
museum.
eggs. That's
Dinosaurs
dinosaur.
are still
I thought you said museum.
No, warehouse.
Okay, you can't have people ruining commerce and just stealing stuff. It's like we are big fans of the dinosaur races, and we hate it when stuff like this happens. It just spoils the whole sport.
He says, to go off of that, what do you guys think about the recent allegations of match fixing in the dinosaur races? Some people say that Shenandoah's most recent race was sabotaged.
I mean, I'm sure things like that happen. Like people will do a lot when there's money on the line.
This is cruel and unjust world. Why would anyone cheat at the game that is meant to be fun? Lunu actually gets
So
very
Cinna,
upset about this.
Cinna, roll me a bluff check, and Luno can give you advantage.
Lunu is actually being incredibly serious right now. He was
I'm
not-
serious too.
remember-
I didn't lie.
You're lying by omission. You know who did it.
Luna wasn't there for that, to be fair. So them acting out like this is probably to your advantage.
Just let me talk.
Well,
'cause
I
had
guess
nothing
that
to do with
makes
it either.
sense.
Yeah.
You guys just told me to bet on a guy, and I just said, yeah, sure.
So this
And I
is
won
deception.
100%.
Yeah, you get to roll it with advantage because of Lunu's.
Oh, I'm gone.
She looks disappointed, which again you see as a good thing because, or Lunu, you see as a good thing, and you kind of give everybody like a thumbs up under the table, like, oh yeah, things are going well. So she takes down a couple bit more notes. And at that point, you also get the feeling that there's a lot of like questions that she has in that notebook that she's not really supposed to ask you and isn't asking you. You get most of it probably has to do with and this is something that Charlemagne would have like prepped you with. They're not going to ask you any questions about you taking down that other candidate because that's like a super hot button issue. You guys get the feeling that she starts to ask you a question about that, and then sends it back over to the to the older Nile. And he says, thank you guys so much. I just have a couple of more questions. He looks down, and he says, "What's your favorite thing about Aethervathy?"
He's certain. It's
This is a
certainly not.
softball question, guys. Don't mess it up.
No, this is hard. You
It's
asked for more.
I almost out of character. Almost want to do Lunu doing the joke. Well, it's certainly not the hot weather, but no.
It's certainly not Beavis.
It is the wonderful people I have come to meet. I come from the Feywild. It is a place where it is not as you know organized. It is an interesting place, but it feels real. It is brought me down to the dirt and let me know while I was up and above and dealing, watching souls go into the afterlife and whatnot. It's made me realize that those people flying through were people, and I do like this place. I hope that
Boy,
makes sense.
Blair's just like sitting there, like, oh my gosh, he's still high.
I gotta agree with Lunu here. I feel like the people are some of the best parts of Aethervathy. Like where I'm from, having connections, having friendships is like one of the most important things that you can have because that's one of the things that you always keep with you. So the fact that I've been able to meet so many interesting, and just enjoyable people is one of my favorite things about this place.
I have to agree. This land has been a land of amazing opportunities for me so far. But chief of which has been meeting my new son. I'm not gonna lie. It's been not you.
You put him up and he says, "My favorite thing is the cookies."
This is not surprising in the slightest.
Yeah, everybody kind of it's like, ah, yes, that's what a child would say. This is a completely normal response.
Yeah.
I'm also not from Aethervathy, so I'm included in that.
Sitcom laugh track.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I was like. Like everybody just kind of throws their head back, laughs a little bit, and then comes back as if they're all possessed.
Saturday morning.
Yeah.
I then give Basil a cookie to complete the scene.
Yeah. Austin, I think you're the last one.
Oh man, you know what? I enjoy the city life. People are hardworking, but they also know how to have fun. Am I right? You guys doing anything later? I'm very lonely.
What?
Please be quiet, George.
I can't, no. But no, this city's been great. It's been kind, and we want to return that kindness as well.
He says, "Well, thank you for all of your time. If you excuse me, me and my protege, we're going to take our leave."
Blair, before they leave.
Oh my god.
What are you going
He goes up to W. Niles and just says, "Do you got one more question you'd like to ask? I just had a feeling. You can just ask me."
He turns and looks and says, "No, but if you have any additional comments that you'd like to make, I can record them for you."
Oh no, I want the W, not B Nile. The
The girl.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I misheard. She she leans into you and she says, "Do you really think Bubbles is the best person to be queen?"
That's a very interesting question above table. Oh damn, this is so hard. I've been bamboozled.
If you say yes, it's a bluff check. But you only have like you don't have time to like elaborate. This is like as they're leaving.
I know.
You could say yes or no.
It is so tough because at this point Blair honestly has no idea anymore.
Mm-hmm. This is also something like since it's like whispered, it's a little bit off the record. Like you get the feeling like she asked you a question that she can't just like be like, "Oh, I asked this question directly."
It's just her own personal curiosity.
Yeah, this is her reporter trying to find the bigger story, trying to ask the best question that she could in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
You could also say I'm not sure. You can say I'm going to find out. You can say, but it just has to be a very very brief.
I got you. I think I know what I want to say now. I think I know what to say. And so I'm going to say this. I'm going to say, I honestly have no idea, but that's what I'm here to find out.
She looks you up and down, and she says, "Keep my my business card. If you come up with any more information, let me know."
Would you like any good?
Sure, I'd love to chat with you again.
Mm-hmm.
But tell me though, what's your name? What's your name? W.
She says, "My first name is White."
It's White?
Like the color, yeah.
Like the color.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, White. It was good talking to you. Hope we can chat again.
Yeah. She takes a good berry on the way out and says, "Are we supposed to be able to eat more than one of these a day?" And the older reporter picks up like 4 of them, pops them in, and says, "Well, we'll find out."
Are they able to, or will they die?
Oh no, yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah,
You can.
You can. It's just like
Now, mechanically, yeah, nothing would happen. I guarantee you eat more than one good berry in a 24-hour time period, your stomach is going to have some issues over the next couple days. Like nothing lethal, just very uncomfortable. I got to imagine the gas has got to be terrible.
yeah,
That much food in such a short period of time, it's got to be all gas.
Yeah.
But this is all above table. Who knows what'll actually happen in game?
Right.
So, I can't wait for the scene of you generate good berries and
the friends of Bubbles are awful monsters and cads. They gave me fucking diarrhea on our way out for giving me too many good berries. What the fuck?
All right.
Anyway,
so
vote for Ziku. By Ziku.
By Ziku.
I've got a D100 roll here for how things are perceived. I will say, you guys didn't actually fail a single check or a single question, so your modifier is going to be pretty high. So really, really don't hope for really, really bad rolls. Highs or lows?
Highs.
Can we get much higher?
So high.
It sounds like any opposed?
No.
So a couple days go by, and the newspaper comes out with the interview of the friend of Bubbles.
Friends, plural.
Friends, yes. Friends of Bubbles.
The newspaper has a typo already.
Yep.
You never know.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure I did say friend of Bubbles when he walks in. But that's not important.
I might have heard that, and I'm like, why is he saying it like that? And
Yeah.
I thought you yourself, Tom, misspoke.
I did.
Yeah. So I should have.
But if I misspoke twice, I'm just messing with you guys. No, it says friends of Bubbles. Because like theoretically, like the organization could be a friend of Bubbles.
Wait, I just realized that was my one chance to change your group name. No!
Yeah. You would have. You would have failed.
And to be fair, you were able to change Basil's last name.
Yeah, at least I was able to give him his actual full name. Remember,
I'm very surprised that the rest of the party supported you in the name change. I was expecting them to be vindictive and be like, no, his name's different.
Look, that's
She's his
fine.
mom.
Yeah, that's fine. That's your kid, your property, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
they're not Bubbles' property.
Yeah, that's fine. However, the group name stays.
God damn it! Look, to be fair, I warmed up to Bubbles, now I realized we can just use their will and good name to do whatever we want anyways.
So the story is very warmly received, especially in Ormos and places in the core. You would know this fairly soon afterwards. Charlemagne would come into it. Unfortunately, it was not the #1 story of that newspaper. In fact, it was #3. So the #1 story is near cataclysmic event avoided. And it shows Barbados flying. Someone snapped a picture of him flying, carrying an eelman up into the sky. And as you read more into the story, you find out that a brick-shaped meteor was caught by Barbados and a street performer, thus saving the world. And that was the #1 story.
Wait, what? Wait, they did.
Yeah, that's the #1 story.
Wait. Repeat. What did they do? He called an eel.
So Barbados was carrying an unnamed eelman, who was a street performer. They snapped a picture of them flying up as a giant meteor was coming down, and then the two of them landed with a brick-shaped meteor harmlessly sinking into the ocean.
He caught the brick.
This
is
the absolute legend.
Is this a reference?
He can catch any brick.
It's the dude from the boat, and like the first
dude
section.
from the boat. Who can catch any brick?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah! Like episode 1.
Yeah.
I can't believe Slippery Pete pulled a fast one on us.
His name is Wet Harold.
Wet Harold.
Yep. Wet Harold saved the world, and it made the front page news, and it pushed you guys down to #3.
What was #2 then?
Oh no.
#2 is the Count of Nevermire is missing.
That's not good.
Maybe we should have been handling the Nevermire incident.
No. Or maybe it is good. Maybe this is exactly what the opportunity you guys were waiting for.
Yeah, I mean, now we can go in there and try to do something.
I guess it's...
So at this point in time, you've got 2 solid missions here. You can try and hunt down the dinosaur eggs.
If we hunt down the eggs, are we gonna miss our chance of helping anything in Evermire?
Yeah, maybe, but maybe also if you go into Nevermire, the trail to find the eggs will go cold. Or maybe you'll be able to do both, regardless of what order you do them in. I don't know.
That would be great dungeon game design. That would be fantastic.
Actually, like,
You know,
actually,
maybe it's
because
too
this-
late to do either of them, and I'm just going to run you guys around in circles until it's time to progress the story further.
No, fuck that one. That's the worst one.
The fun is that you don't know and you get to find out.
The fun is we fuck around and we find out.
You also could choose to do neither of those. Maybe you want to go talk to Barbados, find out what happened with him. Maybe he's got something going on. Maybe you want to like show up to Basil's school for a day.
Okay.
You know,
So
you can do
were
whatever you want. This is up to you
days
guys.
that we were waiting for the newspaper to come out, were those downtime days or?
Yeah, but it was fairly close. So you guys could do. You won't be able to do a lot, but if you want, you can definitely say what you were doing in those time.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna like roll for like additional cash or modifiers and that kind of stuff.
Okay, so yeah, I probably like kind of just like went through routine. I probably went back up to the conch. Maybe I heard a little something about like the meteor prior to the thing that happened, but I don't know. Maybe I didn't like spend time with them during that time.
Is the meteor
Roll.
reference to a thing, Tom, that happened in Outcast?
No. It's just
Okay.
the largest world destructing brick I can throw at you guys for a joke.
God damn it. Excellent. Appreciate joke.
Yeah. Guys, I've been talking about this meteor for weeks.
Yeah, you
This
have.
has always been the end game. So yeah, so roll me, because if you were in the conch, you might, yeah, roll me a perception check.
16.
Yeah, so there's one day when you're training there, you start to notice like everybody freaking out. You ask about it to some of the locals, and they say, like that are like, training with you. They're like, I don't know, it seems like something's going on. And then a little bit later, there's actually like a kind of a minor earthquake that's not really felt in Ormos. And then you do see some like military dispatchments like going out, and you do hear you hear like a crisis averted, all green happens, so you don't really think about it much more, and then the story comes out the next day, and you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But you were able to get like a little bit of a heads up just simply because you weren't basically at the bottom of the ocean when it happened.
Okay.
The conch is a lot closer to the surface than Ormos is.
All right.
There probably also like was a temporary shutdown of like transportation because of the fact like the waves were coming from it that caused some disruptions. Reports when you start reading the next day show that basically no one was injured. Everything was resolved, but there was some like shutdowns of like transportation for safety concerns and that kind of stuff.
All right, understandable. I'm just gonna send Barbados a thumbs up with a picture of the article on the sending slate.
So everything went well with our article. Perfect.
He sends you like a thank you, but knowing his personality, he's probably more embarrassed about the whole situation than anything, and so it's very brief.
All right.
Oh, you're talking about his article. Yeah, no, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Tell him I say he's awesome too.
Yeah.
Do you tell Cinna to text him that, or do you just text him that?
Oh wait, I can do that. I forgot. I always text. Barbados, you're awesome. You do such a great job of protecting everybody. You're so cool. Send. Send tweet.
This time he just like thumbs ups it. Like he doesn't like reply to it because you get the feeling that the more you praise him in the message, the less likely he's going to give you a worded response.
He's embarrassed.
Good. Yeah, no, we should probably look into the count.
Yeah, I also send a message to Barbados. Hey, Kalamazoo and I are doing freestyle night. You want to come down, like probably on the 4th day of the week?
Isolus.
Hi. I don't invite the rest of the party, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
What? Fine, George. Cinna, do you want to go out and get drinks?
They all.
I'll go get drunk. Sure, why not?
Fuck it.
What day did you invite him?
It's Oid has a 5-day week.
Yeah.
I remember I have it be Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, 4th day, and 5th day, and then it starts over. So
let's say that the day this happened is the Tuesday.
Yep.
What day do you invite him?
4th day, so like 2 days after.
He says, I'm in between rotations. Things are pretty crazy with the count going missing, but I should be able to stop by and at least say hello.
Okay, understood. You will be missed.
Yeah, and he does show up.
Yeah.
You...
Free style jazz. No. I just wanted to do a dumb bit of just everyone praising him. I'm like, hey, you want to hang out later?
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, I feel, as a party outside of character, we should probably deal with the Baron thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Barons are below counts.
The count they mean.
The count lay.
Yep. The pig guy that you met, he was a baron.
But yeah, no, we should prep to do that. I think we've done all the shopping we've done.
Oh, let's go shopping for another legendary weapon. That's my favorite part.
I have no money whatsoever.
You can go find them or rob a weapon shop.
Should we buy more potions of healing?
Mm-hmm.
We could buy more.
That also does remind me, Cinna, you do get a message from Poe, the cursed magic items seller, saying that he might have tracked down a shield that fit your specifications. And how much do you want to possibly pay for it? He can reach out and see if the person who has it is looking to sell. And that if it's below the price that you say now, he'll just buy it and like trade it to you for the value at cost. And that if it's more, he'll do it. You don't necessarily need to have the money right away.
All right. So like we were talking, out of game. about like I can't use Great Weapon Master while holding the shield, right?
Yes.
So
You could drop the shield when not using it.
yeah. So like I gotta think about that. So like I'm thinking it's like less viable for me now if I can't do it while doing one-handed. But
Okay. Well, I mean, you can tell him to be like, oh yeah, find out what the price is and what the specs are, but it may not make sense. But
yeah, I'll say
it
if
may
it's like
also
around 200, I'd be willing to look into it.
okay. Yeah. So you're like, oh, I'm not looking for anything too fancy, but if it's cheap, I'd pick it up.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. He says, okay, we'll let you know.
All right.
So, yeah, you guys got a couple of options. You could travel to Nevermire. You don't actually have a free pass to it, so you'd have to pay money.
How much money?
Probably not a lot.
I mean,
You'd have to go
Barbados
down
and
to the
them are doing
station and
like
find
patrols
out.
there. Can I like try and hitch a ride?
You want to what?
Can I try and hitch a ride if they're doing patrols over there?
So because it's like a pseudo feudal society, it's a little bit more complicated than that. They wouldn't really be able to drop you off, because the main military is kind of only supposed to show up. Like they wouldn't be doing like police patrols in individual areas. Barbados is like a part of the border guard.
Mm.
So that's why he's in like he does stuff in topside, but technically like the border guard also does all the way down in the water all the way around. He just doesn't specialize on that because he's like one of the few people that can actually fly in Aethermathy.
Tell me, can we not just, take our speeders there?
I mean it's underwater.
Oh, never mind. Maybe we could just pay for the tickets and then call it a day.
Mm-hmm. So you guys do have some information from those dossiers that were given to you at the very beginning about what Nevermire is like.
Oh, wait. What's the V coin price? Speaking of Nevermind.
6.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It's 3.
It's 3?
Yeah. No. So point 3. So
Wait,
for every one, it's super low. You would need at this point 3.33333 V coin to equate to 1 shiny.
Yeah, about 50
Finally!
gold worth of V coin.
We could be rich! This is the day we've all been waiting for! Basil! We can buy the dip!
I mean, you certainly can, assuming that's what it is a dip and not a crash to 0.
We're going to buy the dip, boys!
What the fuck
Let me
are you
put 50
talking
gold on
about?
this.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
And then instantly puts 50 gold down. Okay, George, this is your chance to buy the cheapest ammo you could ever wish for!
Now, that is true.
And it'll have weird effects. You might polymorph people when you shoot them with a V-coin. Imagine shooting someone and turning them into a knoll. That would be hilarious.
What are you talking about?
His gun, if he fires regular coins, it just does damage.
No.
But if he
What
fires
the
a V-coin,
fuck is a
it does
V-coin?
weird shit. Oh, have you not heard about the best and only cryptocurrency to grace Aethermathy?
Creep.
What the fuck
Why-
is
It's like an actual minted
cryptocurrency?
currency is the funniest part about this.
Wait, what? What's the funny part of it?
It's a printed currency one.
Yeah.
2.
Oh, it's the best and only fake printed currency to ever grace Aethergraphy.
Yeah, it's think of it like a Chuck E. Cheese token that somebody is advocating to be the actual currency.
I was going to equate it to like real life fucking ancient China using a bunch of different coins as its currency, and like people having to make their own currency so it actually makes sense.
Yeah, it's also like think like medieval Europe, and where like like every single like German state, like half of them had their own currencies.
Connar as a character knows what the V-Bucks
Yeah.
are. Lunu could not give a fuck about the fucking crypto.
Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put down. Oh, this is the most genius idea I've ever had in my life.
Can't wait for it never to go above 3 again.
I'm going to put down 333 shiny to give myself 1,000 V coin.
All right.
Damn, okay, you're rich.
Now I have 1,006 V coin. All right, gang, I have an announcement. From here on out, Viscosity has to become the new ruler of Interrupting.
Yeah.
Who?
Then my currency will be worth 1,000 times what it is, and I'll be a millionaire.
So I want to buy 50 gold worth of V coin and then give half to George. Just because, like,
this is worthless.
I want to like shore up my investment by having it be a weapon.
Oh, to
Yeah.
actually utilize it.
Yeah, to have actual use.
Well, George, you should just buy some too, because it's incredibly cheap ammo. You'll never run out. And worst case, you'll make all your money back.
I've even looked at these coins. What do they even look like?
Oh, it has Viscosity's terrible face on it.
Yeah, so they're kind of like it's got like a purplish sheen, kind of like gasoline sometimes kind of looks purple when the light hits it right.
That gasoline gradient.
Yeah, and it's got a picture of viscosity on one side, and then on the other, it's got a like a family crest that kind of looks like an octopus, and then in each one of its tentacles, it's holding something of value, and you assume that it's like his family crest.
Why does this? Like George touches it and feels a slime on it, like a ooze just liquid.
Now imagine shooting your enemy with that. That would make it even grosser for them to get hit by it.
Yeah, there's still like pieces of metal. I feel like it would be pretty good.
I also really want to see what this actually does when you fire its V-coin from this fucking gun. I need to know the extent of its power.
I'm not buying it. You can go ahead and buy it for me. I don't respect viscosity at any level.
Well, you don't need to. I'm planning on dumping all of mine in the garbage once it goes back up again. Basil, how much did you buy?
Basil says, "Oh, just a little bit."
He has like 23,000 V-coin.
Okay, so George, you have 75, and I have 75.
Oh, where do I fucking put V-coin on my sheet?
I'm putting him in the Electrum.
So to avoid,
Electrum.
Yeah, so to it's actually a little bit more than 75. I just don't like.
I don't know how to do math.
Yeah, because it's you get it's 0.3 for every one. So if you have 50, oh man, I wish I was better at math. because it's
I think 10 would be
Oh wait, it's 0.3
30.
gold.
Yeah.
Well, so for every gold that you put in, you get
3.333 Vcoin.
I think that's right. So
Our friend Cece joined the chat, and she suggested just 42. Thank you, Cece. We will use this knowledge for good use.
yeah, so you get you get 83 Vcoin per person.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, should I just hoard it?
Don't give that to me.
I'll take his Vcoin. I'll take any Vcoin you want.
Yeah.
No. Between the two of them, because he said I want to use 50 gold for me. Gives half of it away.
Yeah.
So you give.
So we both get 83.
Yeah.
If you want to take it.
Yeah. Are you just saying George should just hoard all the Vcoin?
No, you should use it as ammo because it's cheaper than using your gold coins.
Yeah, that's what I mean by hoarding it.
Yeah. Like 83 is gonna last you a while. And I both love and hate this.
Yeah, no, this has really made me respect my decision to never get into crypto.
Yeah.
I'll be the smart
I
one and buy gold for normal things.
I'm sorry. Say what you were gonna say, Austin.
I was just saying, I will continue to still use my gold to use it for normal things. And
You're gonna keep shooting gold?
no, I'm not.
No. He's gonna use this as ammo, but he's gonna use gold for his normal purchases.
Yeah, nice. I don't plan on buying anything with this.
Mm-hmm. The funny thing is how quickly this can just absolutely spike.
Okay. Can I make an improvised weapon that is a bag of Vcoin?
Yes.
Pennies, basically.
Yeah.
That's you can put it in a sock.
Yeah.
I remember this artist once. He tried to sell me pictures of monkeys.
It's got the same stats as the club, as long as you're proficient in improvised weapons.
Okay. I'll just keep it on me.
Guys, does this make the Hato Z crypto monkeys? Like how? Actually, no. I'm just gonna say Hato Z looks like fucking bit like fucking
the bored ape.
Bored ape. They all look like bored. Get on it, wizards! You no.
No, because that's exactly what we want. D&D to get involved in NFTs.
Hasbro's doing it.
I mean, they say that they're doing it. And yeah, they've got a team thinking up stuff. And maybe something will come out. But no one's serious about it.
Anyway.
Well, now it's recorded. So that way, if I am wrong, we can go back and check, and we all have to buy our classes of NFTs in the future in order to play D&D.
Or
and then we just keep playing 5th edition.
We can play any other way.
Yeah. But yeah, so any other transactions?
I wanted to buy potions. How much?
So you walk in. He operates out of the air, kind of just like forms into mist and comes to, and says, "What kind of potion can I get for you today?"
I'm looking.
He gets very, very close to you. which is both a little unsettling because of personal space, but also you can kind of see through him. So it feels like he's not really there. It's a weird situation.
Wait, I thought Lumpy was the. I thought we were buying our potions from Lumpy.
Yeah, he's a ghost.
Oh, he's a ghost. Oh, okay. Well, Lumpy, you became really personable after you died.
He says, yeah, you kind of lose depth perception. Everything is just as far away as it is not.
Fair enough. I'm going to get. How much is a healing potion or a greater healing potion?
Oh, greater healing potion. Let me see what they do. All right, I'm gonna do a roll here. I did that completely wrong. I did like the modifier and then the die roll opposite. So it's like I was like, all right, let me put in a base price for how much it is, and then I'll roll to see the rest of the price. And I did it backwards. So I was just very confused for a very short period of time of the number that I got. He says that he has one in stock right now for 397.
That's terrible. Unless he means 397 Bitcoin.
No, but
Nope. He says if you wanted it to pay for it in Vcoin, it'd be 1,231 Vcoin.
yeah, no. I have 740. Unless you guys want to go splitsy on a greater healing.
I have 18 gold.
Lunu.
He says, well, if you wanna buy this potion, he turns for the 397. I'll throw in a normal potion of healing for 18.
For just 18 gold?
Yep, they're usually 25. So that's almost half off.
You know what? I'll just buy 2 more regular healings.
He says, "Oh well, if you're not buying the big one, you have to buy them for 25."
You know what? I'm just gonna still buy 20 healings.
Okay, so you do the 50 over.
Yeah. So that's 4 more healing potions in the pocket.
Hey, why are you buying healing potions? You have lay on hands.
Yeah. I also only have so much lay on hands. So
about these ladies.
And sometimes
down
I'm gonna lay my fucking hands on your throat.
He says, "Is anybody interested in the mystery potion?" And he like wheels out like a little stand with like a glass box, and inside of it, there's like a little red present with like lace all tied up in a bow. He says, "For 100 coins, you get whatever potion is in the mystery box."
Oh, it could be anything in the mystery box, even a boat.
He says, "No, it's a potion."
It could
That's
be a
a lot more
potion.
affordable than the other thing. Ooh, I'm tempted, but I want to save it for my gun.
Potion seller.
God damn it. Blair,
Yes?
how much do you got?
Why me?
Yeah, how much do you got?
Not enough for your blood, old man.
No, seriously.
He
how much
says
do you have
you
gold?
can get the mystery box for 340 V coin.
That's my secret stash. Wait, so you think for 100 gold I can have your magic potion?
Well, the mystery box with a potion inside of it, yes. Maybe the potion's worth more, maybe it's worth less.
You're just trying to prey on my gambler's fallacy.
Look, Blair. Blair?
Yeah.
Because maybe it's just a lotion, you know?
Lunu, please. Should I or should I not?
How much is it?
100 gold.
No.
Do you want the special potion?
No. How much do you trust Lumpy?
I look at you and then I look at Lumpy. I kind of like wave my hand a little bit. No, I kind of wave my hand a little bit. Like, yeah.
That should answer your question.
We'll think about it. We'll come back to it.
Says if you he says if you he says, all right, 75, but this is the only time I'm gonna offer that. You come back, it's gonna be back to being 100.
Fuck it. You drive a hard bargain.
So you pay him?
Yeah, I pay him.
The coins clatter on the ground as you put them in his hand.
Yeah.
He telepathically picks them up and puts them in the register. It's like, oh yeah, I keep forgetting. So he reaches his hand through the glass, through the mystery box, pulls a potion out, and hands it to you. You're able to catch it as it phases back into reality.
Okay.
We'll have fun with it.
I have one mystery potion.
Luna, you want to cast Identify on that?
Yep, I do.
All right. So after a little bit, you identify it, and this potion is a potion of I don't even know how like what I would call this. So when you drink the potion, you roll a d4, and that's how many minutes it lasts for. So even minimum, it's going to be like 10 rounds of combat.
I'm sorry, what?
So this is just going because I don't know how to easily call this. So every time you sneeze, a clone of yourself appears. It lasts for 1d4 minutes.
Okay. And
So
what
if
do
you
the
drink
clones
it
do?
and you force yourself to sneeze a lot, there can be a whole lot of you. It'll only last for, again, up to at most 4 minutes. It's as if there's a whole nother you.
We got this out of steel.
Yeah, no, we got clone potion. Yeah, I honestly think
But
we get the
remember,
most of it.
you specifically have to sneeze.
So George can't use it.
Oh.
It has to go to someone else.
And again, you have to force yourself to sneeze.
See,
This
that
is the
is
dumbest
very-
thing I've ever seen.
Right.
I love it.
Advantage gets
What kind of roll would be a force to sneeze?
It'd probably be a constitution check.
Then give it to Lunu.
double cast, or yeah.
I
War
would say
mage.
that if you used it in combat, it would take an action to roll to sneeze. But if you did it outside of combat, you could spend a whole minute getting 10 copies of yourself, and then have however much time you have left. And theoretically, you could just keep sneezing over and over. It'd help if you had pepper or some sort of other thing to kind of force yourself to sneeze. Because once, I feel like the check would get higher the more you've done it in the most recent thing.
Sneeze clone potion it is.
I mean, you could ask him if he has a sneeze potion.
I mean, real quick, do you have a sneeze potion?
Hyzelos.
Hi.
He rolls out another mystery box, and he says, "In this mystery box, there's one of 3 potions. One of them is a sneeze potion. The other 2 are just lotions. For 100 gold, you can get this one, and you got a 1 out of 3 chances.
I'm leaving now and buying pepper.
You got a 33% chance that it's the right potion, but you don't know until you buy it.
George is sleeping with his friends.
The 66% chance that it's just a nice lotion.
God. So yeah. Why would you eat all these peppers?
All right. So I actually think this is a good point for us to break.
Yes.
It is a little bit earlier than we usually do, but I think that's fine. And I was kind of hoping to get a little bit into the next one by the end of the session. But that I had a very fun time playing today, and I hope you guys did too. So might as well break it now, because the next part will probably take a little bit too long, and Tom has work early in the morning. So next session, it seems like you guys want to focus on doing the mine, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make sure that I have. I mean, so the funny thing is, since we did take a little bit of time off, I do actually have a good amount of stuff planned for that already built out. So I should be pretty well prepared for it. So we can definitely continue. Any last minute stuff you guys wanted to do tonight that would only take a couple of minutes? If not,
No.
all right. Well, in that case, we can do our plugs.
Hey, I'm Boosh / Connar / join the Discord. Look at the links. They're in the description. Do it. Look at them. Gaze upon them. Twitter, Instagram. Join the Discord. Talk to me. Communicate. Get to know me. We can be friends. Or we can be enemies. But keep talking to me. Whatever you do, don't stop talking. Anyway, Austin, go ahead.
You can find me at _us where I do nothing. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, Tasura, what do you do?
Oh, Tasura, I exist. I go places. I'm probably on Twitter. I'm probably on Discord. But most of all, I'm dead inside. So,
I'm
Steven,
you.
let's go.
They're also you.
I am also you.
Yep.
Look in the mirror. Wake up.
It's Tasura. But is it you?
Oh, I'm muted?
No.
Well,
It's
oh.
you.
Oh. Where am I? Who
You're
are
in the
you?
mirror. You're with me now. You've joined my
Oh.
Discord. That's right. If you join the Discord, you can talk to Tasura. You can literally come into our voice chat, ask for Tasura. I will bother Tasura until they join the Discord, and you can finally ask them out after so long.
Only to get a no.
Only to
Yeah, only to get immediately refused.
unless you're hot. No ugly bitches.
Yeah, then we can
Tasura.
talk, maybe.
Speaking of
That's my
ugly
trademark.
Speaking of Tasura, it's
Speaking of ugly bitches, Stephen, do your plugs. Hi, I'm Venty17 on Twitch. I do the Pokemon. I love Pokemon. That's my favorite. I make bad decisions in D&D.
or decisions that somehow don't affect us as much, even though they cause Connor great stress.
They cause the rest of the party great stress, but me, living it the high life with my good hair. Anyway,
Tom, what's the plug of the day?
Guys, my plug of the day is don't gamble. All right. I know I tempt my players with it all the time. It's bad. I'm an evil person for doing it. Don't do it, guys. Don't gamble. It's
Yeah.
not good for you. Okay, this is my PSA. If you have a gambling problem, reach out for help.
I learned the tough debt. I went on a cruise, Tom, for the first time, and at a casino, and I had never actually done slot machines.
Yeah, they're evil.
Yeah, biggest
Oh,
waste
slot
of my-
machines piss me off.
Yeah,
I thought the
waste
penny
of-
slots were real.
Yeah, I'm about to put that in next game now. You guys can all go into
If there's a
and
puzzle
just
slot
spend all of your money.
There's a slot machine puzzle. I'm fucking done. Anyway,
it's just you just have to keep putting money in until you get the right answer.
Wait, no,
And
we have a bunch of
the answer is that once you put in all of your money, the door opens. It's like not
I
actually
put in
random.
a quarter on a string.
Yeah. And then my other plug of the day is also lotion. It's nice. You could put it on your skin and your skin becomes nice.
It's true.
I like all of your skins and you should treat them well.
Give us it.
Give us your skin. Do it.
You're not using
Remember, sharing is caring.
Give us.
So share your skin.
Join our Discord, ask out Tasura, get rejected unless you're hot, but give them your skin. Tasura may reconsider if you give them your skin. Don't you want Tasura's love?
Adding the skin on there's a pretty hard bargain.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good deal.
On that note,
Anyway,
good night,
bye-bye.
everybody.